ain't no tickle fight, little man.
Now, when I was a young lad, my mom would always ask, "Hey, do you want to have a party for your birthday?" And because I was young, dumb, and stupid, I would always nonchalantly say yes. And when those birthday parties came, so did a bottle of vodka, Fireball whiskey, and a group of old women. It was later in life that I learned that it was no longer a birthday party for me, but it was a party for my mother. But just like those bottles of alcohol, so too did a video game randomly appear in my life. Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Seriously, I put more time into this game than my father has put time into seeing me. I mean, I was super glued to this game. Well, did the fighting get better? No. Well then, why did you like it so much?
There have been many powerful warriors throughout the millennia. But ages of mortal combat have begun to tear at the fabric of the realms. The critical point has finally been reached.
Now, just like Deception, I think a great place to start would be the character roster. And, oh boy, it's a lot. There isn't just 10, or 20, or even 30 characters. No. We're talking 62. 63 if we got the Wii edition. And because Mortal Kombat 4 and Deception were my only Mortal Kombats up until this point, I got to experience a bunch of new characters that I've never seen before, such as Mavado, a character that gets around by slapping sticky hands to the ground. However, I can't respect a man that wears Velveeta shells for shoes. Or my now second favorite character in the entire franchise, Drawman. Someone called Jim Carrey and let him know that his mask is loose. Now, thankfully, I dodged a bullet by not playing Deadly Alliance as a kid. However, I soon realized how much of a negative that was in my life as I ended up missing this big hunk of flesh. This guy crawled out of the deepest pits of hell with his shit-stained underwear just so he could start throwing flies at people. He meant business. And you can't forget about his embalmed mummy alternate outfit. Now I feel more connected to my ancestors. Fun fact, Midway used to be a barber shop, giving out the craziest cuts. I mean, they just gave Motaro the best fade I have ever seen, by taking away his legs. Speaking of cutting, they also decided to get rid of fatalities, and in its place, we got a new function called Create a Fatality. Now you get to create a unique fatality for your favorite character. Except you can't because the timer runs down faster and faster for each move you chain together with the longer animated moves eating away your time so you commit to a small chain, but then you're also encouraged to go for a bigger chain for a better payout, so you start trial and erroring every match, constantly dropping your chains until you find the most efficient optimized moves to string together. And don't get me started with boss characters. I mean, I think Midway took a cheese grater to these guys, cause holy shit. I thought it was cool at first, kinda acting like a puzzle that you piece together to get to the end, but I feel like it just makes all of the characters feel kinda samey. Speaking of puzzles, we now get to talk about puzzle combat. Tent. That's right, now Armageddon allows you to create your own character. Now sure, you can make him look cool and badass looking, or...
Laugh it up, chucklebutt.
Now, of course, aside from the customization options, you can also change their stances, punches, kicks, and even special moves. You even get to pick out your character's weapon stance, and moves for that weapon.
Boom!
It's just unfortunate that just like every social gathering you go to, it's fun for the first 5 minutes, and then you become bored. But you know what won't make you bored? Oh yeah. It's Mortal Kombat. Now, I have put a lot of time into this. So much so that it rivals my time sitting on the operating table. In this fun little minigame, you're given only 10 characters from the main roster. However, each of them come equipped with a very special weapon to use in the race. Scorpion has a spear that he can throw to pull himself ahead. Sub-Zero can freeze whoever's in front of him, and, Baricho can catch a DUI charge. You're also only given 5 tracks to race on, 3 of which you'll probably play once and never want to touch again. Hell's Foundry has the best soundtrack. Hey, wait a second. You didn't even talk about the rest of the soundtrack in the game. What the hell? Yes, it is true. I did not talk about the OSTs in the game yet. I didn't know how to segue into it. Little did we know after Deception that Midway wasn't cooking just a 5-star meal. They were cooking a buffet. And if you think that was good, wait till you meet my friend Meteor Storm. And you just gotta meet one of my most memorable tracks ever, the Armory. Also hell. I mean, are they fun to play on too? Alright, listen, they gave me a stage that allows me to kick people down an endless flight of stairs. That's all I need. I thought some of the stages from Conquest were cool.
Oh, brother!
Oh, Conquest. What could have been. Now for some people, this mode has changed for the worst, and for others, the worst. Yeah, they sort of gotten rid of the open world aspect of Conquest in favor of a more linear style beat 'em up. Of course, like every bare bones beat 'em up, you're giving your punch, your kick, your juggle. But why don't we skip the formalities and just give ourselves a good old throwdown? Now during your little escapades in Conquest, you'll get power-ups such as shooting fireballs, ground pounding, and even escaping child support. Oh, how careless of me. I forgot to introduce our spunky new hero for this Conquest, Taven.
Wait, stop! You are free to go. Oh, I'm free to go?
After sleeping like a rock, Adam Sandler is soon awoken and sent out on a quest designed by his elder godfather and lampshaded mother. Also partaking in this fucked up trip to family counseling is Taven's younger brother, Dagon.
Say my name.
Dagon! Taven.
Man, Dagon was cool as hell. I just wish we got a little bit more of him post Armageddon. Oh well, at least he left his belt behind for us to remember him by. And Sonya left her badge. And Cabal left his mask. Onaga's G-string. During your fun little manslaughtering adventure, you'll come across little items that have been left laying around by different characters. Some of them take a pretty keen eye to spot, so if you're not careful and you miss one, well, good luck. You don't have to go through the entire fucking Conquest mode. Grabbing 10 of these suckers nets you a nice reward of either currency or a character to use in the arcade ladders and whatnot. However, grabbing all of them unlocks everything in the crypt. What a terrible dream. I was talking about how much I liked Armageddon. I guess it could have been worse. It could have been Deadly Alliance.